Bad Bakir. George is feeling himself because he got that wifey.
I didn't. Yo, fam, this is recording.
Oh, shit, my bad.
By the way, I'm not even backspinning. This is the actual song because George is in the mood for that spit your game and talk all your fucking shit.
Talk all your shit and all of y'all wedding speeches and all of your shit that you do. Hey, George.
Actually, let me get the real.
Now let's kill it.
That was the backspin right there, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. 2 G's in a pod.
Oh, and we motherfucking back, baby.
What it do, baby?
Oh man, it
Yeah,
feels
you
good to be
already
back.
know.
It feels so good to be back, man. I told
Yes,
you earlier,
sir.
it feels like it's been 8 years I haven't seen your ass. And finally today, we are back in this bitch. It's wedding season. It's
everything
It's
season.
back to school season. It's
Definitely back to school
it's
season.
daycare season. Shout
Daycare
out to little
season is
GG.
up. Little G.
Yo, that's actually amazing that you're. Yo, man, he's growing too fast on me. I don't understand right now. What the hell is going
Bro,
on, man?
at the end of the pod, man, I gotta show you a picture, man. He's so cute.
Don't tell me he's out here like reaching your height already, because
He's out here.
It's not gonna take much time. It
He's
will
out
not.
here like beasting off these motherfuckers, man.
Word, big shout
Thank
out,
God.
big shout out to
Thank
him.
God
man.
for that. And knock on wood, God bless Gigi, and I hope he continues to grow and be the beautiful soul he is inside and outside.
Facts.
I love
big,
you, son.
Big shout out to him, man. Yo, Uncle Juju loves you, cuz. You know what I mean? So yo, man, it's been a while. We haven't seen each other in a minute. Long Labor Day weekend just passed, and I was actually mad far away. I went to a place called Saint Adele, Quebec, which is like in the Laurentian
bleep?
area, the cottages and all that. I was in my cottage vibe this past weekend. Bro, I felt like I was in Tony Montana's crib, bro. Like, it
Word?
was like cottages usually look like, it gives you a cottage feel.
With
but
sick things, deck?
super. Oh, by the way, no more shout outs to Six Buzz. I unfollowed your bitch ass.
Word?
Yeah, that's the fucking. Yeah, exactly.
Oh.
Yeah, now every time you talk to me about fucking Six Buzz,
Explain, why was that? Why was
nah,
that?
every time you say them, I'm always gonna say,
Who?
yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? Why? Because their content is just so annoying and
It's weak. It's getting worse. and worse.
It's getting
Let's be
weak.
real.
It's watered down. All they do is revolve things around Toronto, GTA, all that waste youth bullshit.
Man, it's all Chromaz. It's all Chromaz.
Chromaz, the chick, who
crazy.
their fucking legs spread wide open, and that other girl who I thought was a boy, but it's a little white girl. Her name is Debbie, apparently, and she talks like a Chromaz. It's super
don't
cringy.
even get started about on Deb, man.
Yo, listen, Deb, you can get
Dipset.
the fuck out of here before you catch. You know what I'm saying?
Def.
Music, bro. Let's talk music real quick. I know the last time we talked, you was out
Port
here
of
giving-
Miami.
You gave us like the 5 years too late review of Port of Miami.
Because I had to digest that shit, man. Every
So-
album you listen to, you gotta listen to two.
So no. Fuck
2 or
that,
3
fuck
times.
digesting. The only thing you should be digesting is that vegan food you just ate in my face. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Shout out to George. He's out here losing 12 pounds on me and shit.
Repping,
You know what I
cutting
mean?
down.
It's too bad we don't have the camera set up yet. We gotta get that vegan budget over here so that we can set up a tripod or get a cameraman or a camera woman, whoever wants. Yo, if y'all about that videography life or whatever, where y'all just be filming us and shit, you're more than welcome to sign up. You know, you can send us an email. We have a Gmail account. And we'll do auditions and shit. You know what I mean?
True.
Or we'll just grab first come first serve type shit, because
Most
it'd be great to have that. But yeah, George losing weight. George is super late with music. There's been some new releases. You know, we got some R&B shit going on. And you know what? You know who you remind me of a lot, George? My cousin Andrew. And by the way, shout out to cousin Andrew, who's, by the way, episode 32. What it do, baby? You know what I mean? Forgot to mention that we were on
You
episode
already
32.
know.
The ADD, OCD, the ADHD is all kicking in.
The whole alphabet's fucking us up, bro.
Yes. Oh my God! Now you just remind me of Dave Chappelle and the Alphabet Boys. You didn't catch that new Dave Chappelle, did you?
No, honestly, I
Sticks and Stones.
no, because I watched the first 2 specials he did on Netflix,
Yeah.
and I didn't like them. I didn't find them funny at all, so I'm off that bandwagon.
So
bro.
this one, he decides to ether the whole planet, everybody.
Oh, shit,
So
word?
I think this one is going to make up for the first 2 that you didn't like.
I
Okay.
Man, I'm very close-minded. That is one thing everyone has to know about me. I'm close-minded about pop culture. I like the shit I like. I dislike all the shit I dislike. What? And
Yo, George.
it's all about first impression. I'll pop the trunk on these motherfuckers. I'll cancel that shit, man. I'm gonna tell you right now.
Well, anyway.
The only thing I'm bumping right now on Netflix is my show, A Queen of the South, repping.
Okay, so you're watching that, but musically right now you're...
Pause 1 second. Anyone who likes Breaking Bad will love this show.
Bro,
It's like a female Breaking Bad.
we're trying to follow...
But this is a topic that we'll go to later.
We're trying to follow like a pattern here.
I'm getting excited with the show,
no,
man.
I know. It's because we're like getting
I'm
our
getting
segue.
excited with the Queen of the South.
You're getting
motherfucker.
excited. I'm just trying to segue our shit because I wanted to give a shout out to the homie Andrew. He was supposed to show up tonight. Unfortunately,
Weak
we're gonna
skills.
No. We're gonna have to like postpone that shit. But like, if anything, I'll do like a solo episode with him, and then eventually. By the way, this is breaking news alert. The homie George hit me up today and said, "Yo, eventually, the 2Gs in the pod is gonna go on tour to the T-Dot, be the North in the crib.
What it do?
And if you're listening to this, Andrew, which I know you are, but at this very moment right now, you're probably like dozing off on the train because he's on his way.
He's already sleeping.
Yeah, he's definitely
I'm
sleeping.
gonna tell you right now.
But by the time this episode comes out, it'll probably be like late weekend, Saturday, Sunday, maybe potentially Monday, whatever. Depends on how busy your boy gets on the weekend. It'll come out soon. But you and him, I'm telling you, y'all gonna get along. Okay, because he's the guy who still listens to like Common from 1994. He'll listen to Mos Def in 1999. He's that guy who's so outdated and so far behind. If I told him, "Yo, you listen to Lil Uzi," he'll think I'm gonna pull out a gat on him or something like that.
Bro, I'll tell you right now, okay, that sleep that you get on a Greyhound is one of the worst sleeps you will ever get in your life.
You can't recline, lean back to the chair, nothing?
So I took the Greyhound for 4 years when I was in school in the T-Dot.
Where
The first year I was coming back every other weekend, okay? I spent so much money, so much of my OSAP money on that.
OSAP?
And for some reason, for some stupid ass reason, and you can go fuck yourself, Greyhound, straight up. This is an impromptu, man. Fucking, this is an impromptu
hold on.
Hadouken session.
No. Before the Hadouken, he's definitely shooting y'all asses to the grave.
Bro, this is an impromptu Hadouken. Okay, so get ready for this shit. All your motherfuckers at Greyhound can go bleep yourself for some because you always save the worst buses for the longest trips, which is dumb.
Are you dumb?
Are you stupid? Fire away at the Hadouken.
Facts.
Part 3 of this just attack with the Hadoukens, man, is the fact you guys always stop at the worst point halfway. I don't know what kind of contract Greyhound has. Look, I have nothing against mom and pop shops, but they always stop halfway in a sketchy area at a cabin-like convenience store, which smells so bad and has the most unhealthy food. And it has a man and his wife at the cash. It's fucking from the film It or It 2, man. It looks like one of those death-ass things, man. You look like, fuck, man, you're going to jump off the bus and a bear is going to attack you or a fucking clown with a chainsaw is going to kill your ass. Fucking Hadouken them one more time for that. Every stop, there and back, the same thing. The worst stop.
Facts.
The only time I had an enjoyable Greyhound trip from Toronto to Ottawa and back was, I think this guy, he went rogue, man. This motherfucker is the bus driver of the year. He said, I'm not taking these like back roads because they always got you going on the back roads.
Yeah.
The guy said, I'm not fucking taking the back road. This motherfucker jumped on the 401 on the highway, and we were doing the highway the whole way, and we stopped at an en route, a legit stop where we got to have fucking food and take a dump in a non-smelly place. Props to this bus driver of the year. Yeah. This guy gets a what it do, baby.
Nah, before, yeah.
What it do, baby? Yeah, you already know.
Give him a round of applause.
By the way,
quick.
George, you fucked up one small drop there. The X-Files drop would have been perfect back when I was talking about the cabin shit, man. Yo, you fucked that
That's
up.
a shitty X-File for your ass.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah.
But yo, luckily for you, luckily for me, luckily for us, the 2Gs, we're not taking no bus to go to Toronto. We're definitely gonna grab like the family whip, okay?
Yes.
If you don't mind, of course. Whatever. We'll
Most
figure.
def.
Most def. No Talib Kweli. We'll definitely take a proper transportation method to get there, because we're definitely gonna go to Toronto. We're gonna go watch. And by the way, Andrew, if you're listening to this, please pay close attention. We are gonna go to Toronto. Okay, we're gonna go watch a Raptors game together. Yeah, and we're gonna pod together. So Andrew,
We coming for you, nigga.
What the fuck was that, man? What's this name? Are we coming for you? Oh, damn.
yes. Hey, I don't give a shit how controversial that is. We didn't say it. Booker said it. I didn't say shit. All I'm saying is, Andrew,
Booker said-
Andrew.
We coming for you, nigga.
Bro, you gotta get rid of that last part.
Act stupid, I'll pop the
Yeah, some motherfuckers popping a trunk on your pink fucking pink hoodie sweater ass.
I'm just dumping all of the fucking sound bits over here.
That's some ether.
I'm gonna play it one more time.
We coming for you, nigga.
Yo, pause 1 second. Did Booker actually say that on a
Live
broadcast?
TV? Yeah, WCW, bro. And then
So who was that addressed to exactly?
I gotta stop playing that Mario shit because I'm dead.
Bro, that's weak. Okay, so who was that addressed to though?
Hulk Hogan.
Oh,
But I was.
man.
That's why I cut off the part of Hulk Hogan, because my cousin is not Hulk Hogan. He is not even like an eighth of his size. Like my cousin weighs less than Hulk Hogan's 24-inch pythons. You know what I mean?
Ooh.
But no, it's true.
George is straight fucking blasting his cousin, man.
Nah, but it's all with love, though. You know what I mean? But
Andrew, man, you better fuck this man up at the wedding.
No, man, no. If anything, we're probably gonna do like some crazy depth kick. You know that depth kick where you're doing a depth kick and then like your legs go off the wall like Spider-Man kind of thing? You ever heard of that?
Yeah, bro.
We've
That's
done
a
it.
depth that I teach, cuz.
Well, he's taught me that. He's taught me
Yeah.
that shit, and we got video of it. So if ever eventually you see him, or someone of my cousins, one of his siblings has it on their phone, we want you to see it, because my cousin, because he weighs like 30 pounds, he was the one that was going off the wall, and he was using me
Man.
as a rock, like, you know what I mean, like to use me as like the balance shield or whatever. And man, that shit was painful. I'm not gonna lie, because he used all of his weight, his dead weight, was on me, and I'm like, yo, fam, what are you
What
doing?
does Andrew actually weigh though?
Probably like $120.
Yo,
not even kidding. Probably like
yo,
okay,
Andrew, man, what are your stats, man?
on-
I'm gonna say he's 5'5", 130.
Nah. He was 5'5" when we were like young teens or whatever. But eventually he went through a growth spurt. But his weight
Good.
remained the same. That's the only thing. That's why he's a soccer player. You know.
Andrew, honestly, man, you better fuck this man up when you see him outside.
No. Andrew, honestly,
Honestly, he's gonna pop the trunk on you.
It is. No, he's not. But it's a shame he didn't come through tonight. But we will definitely. Have a special episode, long distance episode.
Our
in
pod
Toronto.
is going on the road for
Oh,
sure.
for sure. Yo, Old Town Road. What it do, Lil Nas X? You know.
For sure, man. For sure, man.
So-
Honestly, that pod is gonna be called the Western Road Flows, straight out.
And you call me the fucking Drake dick rider? Get that bullshit out of
I'm
here,
definitely a
bro.
dick rider, but at least I ain't a closet dick rider like yourself, motherfucker.
All right, so all the music shit is kind of out of the way because you and Andrew are both really dusty when it comes to music.
Explain to me about who's popping right now, bro. Cause I know you're dying to talk about that. Just because I don't know shit about modern music, tell me what's going on in music right now.
Well,
I know your boy Kanye's album is coming out.
so Sunday service, right? Which is the thing that he was doing this year.
Yeah.
But now
Jesus is King?
The alleged title of his forthcoming album is called Jesus is King. But knowing Kanye West, he is like expect the unexpected with him. He's very unpredictable, which is such a Gemini trait. Shout out to him. Shout out to me, because we're both literally days apart, birthday wise. And he's amazing, man. And whatever, like whether it turns out to be an actual gospel rap album or it's just like a theme, but it's straight rap, whatever. We've had this before, like Christian rappers, like
Yeah, man, like Snoop Dogg.
No, forget Snoop Dogg. No, what's that other
Bro,
guy's
the
name?
guy had the gospel. Man, the homie Snoop had the gospel album of the year, George. Man, that man got an award for that, man.
What? Who?
Are you kidding me,
I
man?
just
You don't
used
know
a
that about Snoop?
The irony, I just use a Snoop sound bit on his fucking self. Yo,
This motherfucker doesn't know about the gospel.
No. Good looking out to him. I didn't know
Alright,
it was a
alright.
gospel thing. The only Christian rapper or a gospel rap that I know is Lecrae. I don't know if you've heard of Lecrae.
Lecrae, no
Lecrae
idea.
is not Cray Cray, but his name is Lecrae, and he's the guy who doesn't curse in his music. He has like the trap,
Oh, he's
rap
on some Will
elements,
Smith vibes then.
But
Yeah, he doesn't. Yeah, for sure. He doesn't curse in that music though.
I like that. I like where you went with that one. I like. Yo, should we hit him with the bad boys? Bad boys. And what you gonna do?
By the way,
And what
pause
you
one
gonna do
second.
when you
Pause
come
on that.
for you? Huh.
By the way, honestly, you gotta pause on that 1 second, man. I'm
up?
sorry to say. Listen, I don't body shame nobody, okay?
Oh,
And
don't talk shit about my boy Marty Mar.
I'm just saying, okay? I love this guy.
Y'all the same height.
For sure. I love this guy. He was one of my favorite actors growing up. He was hilarious.
Facts.
But man, if you know you're doing Bad Boys 3, Bad Boys for Life, are you not going to get on some kind of training regimen? All the money that you made in your career, man, you got to take care of yourself. Listen, I'm not body shaming nobody. I swear to you. I don't give a shit.
Facts.
But dude, for your health, that's not right, man. If you're 5'5" and the guy looks like he's 200 pounds, that's not normal, man. And that and I'm sorry, but that trailer, George, is not flattering whatsoever, man.
Well, what do you expect, bro? Just because it's not Michael Bay that's directing the movie, it's Bad Boys, bro. We've seen Bad Boys 1. We've seen especially Bad Boys 2. It's just a fun movie. Like, yes, there's action and drugs involved, but
man,
with
I
their
love that. I love it.
element. You know what I mean? Like, you're not expecting a Grammy or an Oscar nomination type movie.
No,
like,
the only thing I'm saying, homie, the only thing I'm saying is to put the chicken wings down and go for a run, homie, because you were in good shape before, in a solid shape before. Like, all the movies I've ever seen Martin Lawrence in, he's been the same size. And again, I'm not trying to body shame anybody, but man, if you're gonna be in a movie with Will Smith, who is like a black Adonis, for crying out loud, just take a month or two. Just take a month or two and train, get in shape a little bit. Try to shed 10 to 20 pounds if you can, because you're a Hollywood actor, man. Come on.
Bro, Martin Lawrence, he just needs to lose pounds. No. Let's go back to the beginning of that movie, right? Like, well, the first movie of the trilogy. He was clearly a super slim guy. In the 90s, he was very
Super slim.
He was a slim dude because if you go back even further than that, when he was in Martin, his own show, which is one of my all-time favorite shows, which we can even have a debate on what's better, Fresh Prince or Martin. Martin definitely gives a run for
There's
its
no
money.
debate, I'm sorry to tell you.
Well, that's you, man, because you're stuck in your own little bubble and you're super
I told you I'm close-minded.
Jinx, son!
Shit, George.
Nah, but if you watch Martin, the show, he was such a slim dude. And then when you watch Bad Boys 1, you could tell he was on that fit vibe because they were wearing like those really douchebaggy tight shirts that all your boys in the Facebook days used to wear when they go clubbing.
Definitely.
And then yo, I don't know if you noticed it, but in Bad Boys 2, he was still in good shape, but you saw he put on a little bit of weight compared to Bad Boys 1.
There was definitely a little bit more.
Slightly.
There was a little bit more rocking for sure.
Listen, the reason why you're saying all this right now, why you're low-key roasting him even though you don't want to body shame him, you are kind of talking shit, but it's okay. It's a show about talking shit over here. We do whatever we want to do. But Martin Lawrence, I saw it in the trailer. Yes, he definitely got like a Mr. Potato Head face going on. He's kind of got like a George face, me. Because, you know, I've always been known to be chubby, and we see that like the chins are starting to appear. Will Smith looked like he just went back.
He's 30 years old, bro.
He looked like he went back. But Will Smith is not a normal person. Will Smith can look either 65, and then the next day he can
or
look
35.
like 28.
Bro, I'm telling you, he's a black Adonis, straight up.
He's like the Pharrell of actors, yo.
Def.
Cause like I don't know. I mean, I get it. Like there are some things that can help him, like with the hair products or whatever. Which is crazy because you look at his hairline, it still looks like the hairline he had in Bad Boys 2. And that was 16 fucking years ago. That's 16 years ago we're talking. And I was kind of surprised.
Damn, word? It's been 16 years?
Yeah, it came out summer 03, bro. Summer 03. So that means it's going to be almost 17 years by the time the new one comes out. But it's already been recorded. So it's already been filmed. So we just know that, yeah, man, like Martin Lawrence, you got a little bit of work to do. It's okay.
George, man, I have a question for you. Are you more hyped about Bad Boys 3 or the next Rush Hour film?
Is that even a thing?
It is a thing, man. It's coming. Rush Hour 4 is coming.
Yo, you know what? I'm going to go with Rush Hour.
Definitely.
I'll definitely go with Rush Hour.
I think it's not even close, man. It smokes the series. It smokes. Honestly, there's no funnier cop detective like duo film thing going on more than Rush Hour. That, man, those three films, even by the third one, I didn't have any fatigue, man. I said, man, I need more of this.
And you know what's cool is that those movies are so popular that you still see them on TV, like HBO and them, like they play them on TV.
And speaking of weight,
Yeah.
shout out to Chris Tucker.
Oh, don't tell me he slimmed down.
This dude slimmed down, man. This guy, at one point, George, I didn't recognize him. I saw him on an award show or like a special.
Yeah.
He must have gained, no lie, 100 pounds, bro. I didn't recognize him.
Nah.
Now I
Chris
seen
Tucker-
him recent, and he's looking solid, man.
Chris
Good for
Tucker,
him.
I can't picture. Yo,
Big ups.
everyone's out here doing body changes, bro. Like, look, I'm showing to you right now. Have you seen Chris Paul lately? Have you seen the boy Chris Paul? What the fuck is this? He's out here butt ass naked.
What the fuck?
Look at
That's
his-
Chris Paul, homie?
Yeah, look at this body transformation thing going on over
Man,
here.
turn
Look,
up the brightness on your damn fucking iPad, bro. That shit's charging,
This guy said
motherfucker.
iPad and shit. What the fuck? is
Whatever,
going on?
man. iMac.
Why? Because you want to see that ass in HD, bro? You trying to see that ass in fucking
got in
4K?
shape. Man, this is what he should have done in Houston, motherfucker. You're doing this on
Yo.
OKC?
Guys, I'm not gay shaming, but George is legitimately gay for Chris Paul right now. He wanted to see his ass in fucking 4K.
Well, man, I like to see the definition, homie.
Yeah, well, there goes your fucking
Man,
House of
I don't
Wax
give a shit. I ain't
booty.
self-conscious at all, man. Go fuck
Well,
yourself.
does it show in this picture right now that he looks like he lost mad weight? Does it look like, because he had a little bit of a Kyle Lowry vibe. Imagine Kyle Lowry fucking shredding.
My mind, bro, man, I cannot understand, George. Why don't you do this when you're on the Rockets going for championship contention?
Because, yeah, he was definitely a big piece for
He
sure.
was fat on those teams,
Now he's
man.
a small piece.
But now he's playing for fucking OKC, man. He's trying to prove his worth again. Good for you, but damn.
Anyways, for anyone who's
Come on.
interested,
You had the chance to win a title, man.
The whole article is on ESPN, and they
Hold
had
up.
it- they
Go
had
up. What's the title on that shit?
Chris Paul and his body transformation. Because
Good
so
for him,
basically,
man.
it's a magazine
Good
interview.
for him, motherfucker. Good for him.
He's basically, look, they're having a whole interview, asking him questions and blah blah blah. It's a lot of generic shit going on. Yo, man, let's get back into the NBA talk real quick because we haven't, we try to avoid ball because especially during the off season. But right now, because we're approaching the NBA season, I've been seeing a lot of NBA players doing like some type of press runs over here and there. Like recently, we saw James Harden on the radio talking about how he felt cheese that he didn't win the MVP. Dame Lillard was on a Joe Budden podcast. Yo, Lonzo Ball is out here doing radio interviews now. He was a big boy.
Big boy.
And he's out here trying to look like a thug, wearing a fucking do-rag with a dad hat on top of it. Like, and is it just me, or is Lonzo Ball the boringest fucking guy in the world? Like, yo, these dudes have no fucking personality.
Dude.
Fuck, man.
Dude, I have long paralleled the way these guys interview, especially all the young guys and all the new guys.
Yeah.
I have long paralleled their interviews with like mumble rap. But these are like mumble interviews, bro. They don't speak clearly. You can barely understand them, and they don't say shit that's interesting at all.
Well, Lonzo Ball, I actually had the courage to watch his latest interview on Big Boy, and they were just asking nonstop questions, and then he would just give them like short answers, kind of. Yo, at one point, I don't know.
The guy was because they were trying to get some cheesy shit about Braun. And I know they asked about him being traded, how he found out, all that shit.
Yeah. They asked him those questions about like,
Dude,
yo, how
these
did you
are
find out?
man, those are such leading questions, bro. The guy is not gonna bash Braun, even though deep down he wants to.
No, well, he was actually bigging him up, saying like, yo, he was my favorite player growing up, and he like they asked him how was it like playing with him, while you guys were together. And
He
was
has
like,
to, because Braun runs the league. If not, fucking Braun was gonna have him out the league in 2 years, man. Straight up.
Yeah. Yo, imagine LeBron out here making people disappear. Fuck. I mean, he does have that possibility, I'm pretty sure. And LeBron's out here doing big things too. Tell us what's going on with LeBron.
Big
lately.
things, man. At Nike headquarters, they are about to build a state-of-the-art facility, a science and tech facility for athletes. And it's going to have his namesake on it. And, man, that is how you cement yourself and your entire legacy. Because that namesake is going to be on that building for long after LeBron's gone, and for generations after. That name, that James name, is going to be immortalized, man. And props to this guy, because he came from a shitty upbringing, like a self-admittedly a shitty upbringing in like a single-parent home. And just the fact that he's been able to open up a school, He's graduating so many kids from Akron. Nike is going to be building that. They gave him a lifetime contract for God knows how much. Man, this guy is swoosh for life, and he deserves it, man. He does a lot of good shit. For all the flack this guy gets on the court for passing up big moments or being 3-8 in the NBA Finals, and for all the flack this guy gets
All right, let's
for like his Taco Tuesday and for this and that, he is like damn near immortal, not only on the court but off the court too, man. Straight up.
All right, let's give him the round of applause, man. Let's give him that. Yeah, go ahead. Woo his ass up. Yeah, let's get it. Shout out Jackie Chan.
Bro, the most mind-boggling thing about LeBron, the guy's never had a scandal about himself, man. The only scandal he had was about the decision, which was one of the best days of my life.
Yeah.
That was the only scandal he ever had. He has, well, at least he's never been caught cheating. He did not pull a D Wade and actually have another kid from a side piece when he and Gab Union were apparently like broken up. That, by the way, he does a damn good job of like covering up, and I love D Wade. He's my favorite player.
Yeah,
of all
like
time.
you're out here, you're shitting on your own player, bro.
Nobody actually hears about this kid, right? Or the girl.
Yeah, he's chilling with baby Adonis, bro.
That's true, man.
Somewhere in France.
That's true.
But yo,
yeah,
George, man, get LeBron's dick out your mouth, man. Please, I'm begging you. It's been fucking 20 years that LeBron's been preaching about, yo, I came from nothing, and my mom, she was a single mother raising me.
Good for him,
I'm
man.
a single child, and
Don't be a hater,
now
man.
LeBron's
Don't
out
fucking drink
here.
that
He's
haterade.
living the fucking dream. No, man, fuck that shit, man. Just because the guy plays for my team doesn't mean I have to root his ass on like that.
I'm not saying to.
I'm not a fucking
I'm
traitor
not-
like that, bro. I'm not gonna switch up on. I'm not gonna switch up on my morals. Yo, I've been.
Dude, the
a
only reason
consistent
you're
hater.
saying any of this shit is because you're such a Kobe fan. You cannot appreciate when another good player, is in La La Land, homie. Come on, man.
Yo, you know why LeBron even does all of this outside of the court stuff? All this,
Don't say because
generous.
you can't win a chip. I swear I'll slap you.
Damn, well then you might as well slap me then.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
What it do, baby?
Yeah, yo, what do you know?
George is gonna play all the fucking buttons right now.
We coming for you, nigga.
I don't give a fuck, man. Booker T, we come. Yo, shout out to Booker T, bro. This guy is in the Hall of Fame twice for saying the N-word, man. You know what I'm saying? But LeBron James, I'm happy for you for providing for your family. Shit, like, yo, almost a lot of people in this world be struggling to even provide for their fucking family, and you out here, you're striving. Shout out to you. Whatever. We are all witnesses. Okay, cool. And I'm not here because I'm I'm loyal to Kobe, whatever. No, I'm happy that LeBron's doing good things, you know, because look, Michael Jordan's the GOAT, and we don't see him doing next level things like that outside of the court, especially when he was still in the NBA. Because in the NBA, what was he doing? He was gambling and he was drinking, and people called out the flu. But nah, fam, let's call it a spade a spade. He was drinking. It's okay. We just want to keep shit PC. But I don't keep shit PC over here. I'm not a fucking LeBron fan. That's all I want to say. Like,
Why not though? Why?
because I don't know. I feel
Because
like
you
they're-
find him extra
No,
or what?
because
What's the deal?
they're look. I'm gonna make a wrestling reference, and not Booker T, but Roman Reigns, bro. Because Roman Reigns was a guy who came out of nowhere, and they try to shove this guy down our throats because they want to make him like the face of the company. And LeBron, and they're making LeBron shove his shit down our throats too. Like, yo. You know what? The only good thing I like about LeBron is that show, The Shop, that he has from Interrupted on HBO Sports. I was actually watching the latest episode. Somehow he wasn't on there. I don't know why, but Maverick Carter was on there.
No. Because he said to fans, "I'm not on that because I'm actually taping a Space Jam 2." But go on.
Oh, okay. So it wasn't a thing where he's like permanently gone. It was just a
No.
one time. Okay, so he's just gone for a bit. But the point is that the only thing I like that, and this goes back to how NBA players are so dull outside of the court and they're so lame and boring, like Lonzo Ball, even Dame Lillard. I'm not sorry, like Dame Lillard is one of those guys. It's like maybe they just don't want to show who their true
No, it's
selves.
their flow. No, man, it's their flow. They're just dudes that are laid
Well,
back.
Lonzo Ball, if you look at him on social media and the videos when him and Kuzma, when they were Lakers, and how they were former teammates, and Josh Hart, all they would do is clown and roast each other on their clothing and just social media trolling, right?
Yeah.
But when you see him in front of the camera or on a podcast or anything like that, I don't know, man. I feel like it's like damn, this guy's media trained. Like, why can't he just like let loose and be free. But he said it himself on the Big Boy show. He's a dude that doesn't talk a lot. He admitted himself. He doesn't talk a lot, so he lets his music speak for himself because the guy is also trying to be a rapper, which to me doesn't sound like it's not.
Terrible.
It's not a good look, man. I'm sorry,
Terrible.
bro. Yeah.
By the way, that's a soundbite you gotta get, man. You gotta get the turbo.
No,
up in
for
there.
now he's getting the
Hadouken!
treatment because his music is definitely Hadouken worthy, and we will definitely get a turbo over here.
George, pause 1 second, man, because I gotta go back on that LBJ tip for a second.
Yeah, get off his tip,
No, I gotta get back on for a second, okay? Hold up, man. Let me get back on, okay?
fam.
Mad props to Braun and his team because they did actually have a documentary about how the NCAA is exploiting these athletes in college, and that is what got the fireball going for a California bill that was just passed actually in the last couple of days, which if it goes through, it's going to be effective in 2023. And that bill says LA athletes who are in college or high school can get paid to play if they're offered a sponsorship, or they can make money from their namesake. So signing autographs, doing all that stuff, doing appearances. Mad props to Braun and his team for getting that ball rolling. And mad props to the state of California, which is the best state in all of America. And mad props to them for doing that. Because if they pass that shit, every other province man, I'm out here talking like a Canadian province.
Act stupid, I'll pop the trunk.
Definitely. Every other state is going to have to pass the same shit.
Yo.
And these kids are going to start making money. Because right now, they can sign autographs, they can take pictures, they can go anywhere, but they can't get a dime from it, man, which is fucked. So mad props to that bill. I hope it passes through. If it does, it's going live 2023. So mad props to Braun for that, too.
Wow, man, 4 years ahead of time. We're out here making moves. Like, damn, 4 years. But 4 years.
Well, that's Congress for you, bro.
Four years.
What do you expect, motherfucker?
Nah, I know. They got too much shit lined up, so that's why they gotta wait. There's like a huge waiting list or whatever. And I'm pretty sure by the time when that time comes, by then, like, other states will probably implement that whole thing. And I feel like this all started with that whole college agents needing a diploma or whatever. And then that boy, Rich Paul, you probably heard about that recently, right?
Well, again, that is another good thing. This proves to you that
Starting, man.
like Braun can push the envelope and get things done. He can get bills passed in California. The guy can post about how anti-black the like NCAA is, and fucking have them
Anti-black?
well, anti-black,
Color?
yeah, just in general, like anti anyone who's not in their circle attempting to come up and take their athletes from them. This guy posted on Twitter and Instagram, and he roasted the NCAA. Everyone jumped on that train, and then, bro, and under a week later, they fucking said, okay, actually, you know what? A 4-year degree is not mandatory anymore. Man, the guy makes moves, man, straight up. You got to give him props for that.
Yo, all right. Well, him and Rich Paul, of course, they made those whatever.
By the way, man,
they juggled that.
by the way, I don't know if you ever heard the story about how he actually met Rich Paul. You know how he met Rich Paul? The craziest story, man. Like, Braun was in, I think, his first or second year in the league. I forget, but early on in his career. He's at an airport, and this little guy, because he's short, Rich Paul.
Yeah.
He's, like, shorter than me, probably.
Yeah, I seen him.
He's tiny. And, bro, this guy comes up to LeBron and says, hey, Bron, I sell fake jerseys at this airport. And he's just going off, and he's explaining to Braun about what kind of a business plan he has, how many jerseys he sells at the airport, how he was able to make it into the airport. So he's just pitching like the entire business plan to Braun, and Braun was so impressed. He said, man, I'm going to take this dude and like I'm going to bring him with me. Everyone thinks he's part of the high school crew, you know, with Mav Carter and these boys.
Yeah.
No, he's not, man. Not at all. It's a crazy
So-
story. Honestly, man, you should read about it. It's pretty crazy, actually.
So that means, like, is he around like LeBron's age too?
I have no idea, bro.
Because if he is, then that means that dude was like in his early 20s out here trying to sell counterfeit jerseys, which is probably from the same website where you get your counterfeit jerseys from.
Props to Betty Lee. No, but honestly,
Chong.com, baby.
for Chinese. No, but
He got rich, man. That's why he lives up to his name, bro. Rich
But
Paul.
mad props to Rich Paul because he at the time he actually had a family already. So that guy was doing whatever he had to do to make ends meet.
So that
And mad props to Rich Paul
so,
for sure.
So at that time that he met him at the airport, he was already out here. He had a family at the time.
Yeah, man, he had a family already.
Yeah, interesting.
Yeah.
Well, yo, big ups to him, man. Big ups to the. See, that's what I like. I like people who actually have personalities. LeBron got personality. Yo, I saw Kevin Love, right? Kevin Love was on the latest episode of The Shop. You had Charlemagne. You had
Who's also looking fit too, like Chris Paul. Fucking Caleb is ripped, man.
Oh yeah, K-Love doing his thing. But you know what? I was
Hashtag vegan diet.
Yeah, for sure. Yo, white people, bro. They should just call it
Vegan diet, bro.
The white in diet, bro. That's what it
Yo,
is.
bro,
Man.
the white diet.
The white diet.
No, the
Nah,
white.
you know what I like about what I like about The Shop though is that dudes they're more loose over there. Like they let you're chilling. You're literally getting a haircut while you're just talking shit and you're just ripping it with the other homies, right? Yeah, Kevin Hart out there. Charlemagne was there. CJ McCollum was there. Yo, I fuck with CJ McCollum. He's one of those underrated players, and I love it because he's out here trying to already increase his brand. He's got a podcast. The dude already has like a career lined up for him after retirement from NBA. He's out here doing sideline reporter shit, interviewing players.
That guy is great at the job too, man. He's excellent on the mic.
Yeah. Yo.
He is kind of. He's kind of like my boy George right here on my right.
You dig?
He's
what
good
it
on the
do,
mic.
baby? Yeah. Hold on. It's like George's out here. George is digging me up, man. Wow. Yeah.
What it do, baby?
Yeah,
Yo, big
you
ups,
already
big
know.
ups. Shout out, George. Thank you. I appreciate that, bro. I appreciate it. You know what I mean? Yo, I got too many fucking.
Bro, you got too many buttons up in this bitch. Get the fuck out of here.
No, but good looking out, man. CJ McCollum was on there, and Kevin Love was. He opened up about his anxiety and stuff. We've talked so much about anxiety and depression and all that in the past on 2Gs in the pod. And Kevin Love, man, big ups to you, man, because when he opened up about how when he went to Cleveland and the guy would leave mid-game because he just wasn't feeling it no more, bro.
Yeah, man, he was having panic attack.
I didn't even know that. Like, what led to that? Was it because, like, is this something with his upbringing? Because he mentioned how his dad, or was that Gronkowski? One of those two mentioned how they had a father who came from like Pasadena or somewhere in California or whatever. Talking about coming from the hood, because everyone else on the show is from the hood, but then you got the two token white guys who don't come from the hood. I don't know where Kevin Love is from, to be honest, but I just know that
I
the
think
guy.
he's from Cali as well.
He played UCLA. I think him and Russ played together, right?
They did, yeah.
So Kevin Love, man, and like him just kind of opening up about it a little bit on the shop. I admire that because you feel vulnerable, but then when you open up about it, it's like it starts a conversation so that people can be more comfortable. Because the guy talked about having social what's it called? Not anxiety, antisocialness or whatever. What's that term we're talking about? When you go out in public and you're just not introverted as fuck, basically is what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
So, not saying that because he's like that, I prefer listening to him talk over, a guy like Alonzo Ball, but it's just cool to hear dudes like that.
No, man,
And-
don't be politically correct. Like Alonzo Ball is straight up fucking boring to actually listen to, and I would much rather listen to Caleb.
And you know what? I want to shit on him too because the motherfucker actually had the audacity to say, "Yo, Future is better than Nas, and Future got mad hit albums." Yo, fuck a hit album. He went on the fucking radio and said, "Name me one classic Nas album. Name me how many classics does Nas have?"
The guy probably hasn't even heard any of the Nas tracks, bro. He's fucked, man.
Yo, I'm just glad I don't have to. I have to watch him on my Lakers team anymore. He can go Pelican fly his ass down south with Fat Boy Zion.
He can Pelican fly his
Do you
ass.
think Zion is capable of shredding like Chris Paul in them? Well, I mean, anyone can do that.
He's
in the
already
NBA.
shredded, bro. You seen Zion, man, and Lay's picks?
He's lost weight.
Motherfucker's killing that shit,
Bro,
man.
he's barely 19 years old and he's already doing it. You got to show me these pictures because
Good for him,
it's
man.
hard to believe,
I saw him in a tight Pelicans like long sleeve. He was killing it, bro.
Yo,
Killing it.
Yo, George, we're shifting towards something else right now. I can't believe this, bro. You fucking called it, man. Breaking Bad, the movie?
El Camino.
Yo!
El Camino,
Yo!
you know what I mean?
We finally got a Breaking Bad movie coming out for real on Netflix.
Yeah, George, man, what's the release date on that?
October, bro. It's coming really fucking soon.
Because our
Next
problem
month.
here on this show, bro, there ain't no fucking fact checking, so hold up.
Next month. No. This is a fact check. October 2019, which is literally next month.
I know, but when, homie? When?
Who fucking cares? October 19. Let's just go with October 19, all right? Yo, Netflix.
Man, it's coming out October 11th, homie.
October. Netflix does not follow the traditional movie release dates where they come out on Fridays. Yo, speaking of which, oh my God, George. So by the way, you are gonna watch that, correct?
Yes.
Are you gonna watch that shit?
Would you? The first night it comes out.
Do you think it's better that they went with the Netflix route, or it would have been better if it was an actual movie theater release type shit?
Well, they didn't have a choice, man. I'm pretty sure
What?
their rights are owned by Netflix, homie.
Why?
But if they weren't, I would definitely go the. But hey, straight the fuck up. Either way, if it goes public in a movie theater, or if it's going on Netflix, everyone in that film got paid handsomely.
'Cause-
If they're out here paying Eddie Murphy $100 million, bro, for sure they are paying these guys heavy.
Cause yo, no offense, man. To me, I feel like a Netflix movie is like straight to DVD release.
Yeah, they're terrible. man.
Like Bird Box, bro. I mean, yeah, I watched it. It was a hype movie because
I didn't watch that
No,
shit.
the hype around that movie with Sandra Bullock was crazy. Like it was one of those trending topic type movies where like Twitter was going ham over it, and then the memes came out with the eye wraps and everything and all that, with her not being able to see shit. And of course, it created a big buzz over those damn memes. Those memes probably skyrocketed the views of the movie on Netflix. And I'm pretty sure El Camino will do the same thing. But again, AMC owns the rights. Why? Just because the show got popping off of Netflix? The same
I'm
with The
not
Office?
sure. I think so. But honestly, man, just going back a little bit to these films, the problem with these Netflix movies, man, they make they
many?
make so many holiday movies, man. You seen how many Christmas movies are on that?
Yeah.
Every year there's like 30 of them, man. And they all have the same actors and the same actresses in them, man. By the way, man, I don't know if you noticed this, but all of the Netflix shows, they share the same actors and actresses every time, man.
It's like HBO, man.
They're mad recycling up in that.
They recycle the actors.
So George,
Yeah.
being a Breaking Bad enthusiast as you are, you're probably maybe the second biggest Breaking Bad fan I know. Tell me, what do you think is gonna happen in this movie? So as I accurately predicted, fucking hit that nice X-Files button right there. The only thing they could have done was carry on with Jesse, because he was one of the most popular characters in the show. So tell me, bro, what exactly do you think is gonna happen in this movie?
Well, based off of the trailer that came out with Skinny Pete, shout out to him.
Bro, there's a trailer for this shit?
You didn't watch it? Oh, goddamn.
Motherfucker.
Well,
Okay, go on.
you're going to watch that right after this episode. And right after this podcast, George, you got to get on that. So Skinny Pete is in the trailer where they're interrogating him. They're investigating him, like asking him about, Jesse Pinkman's whereabouts. And he's like, I ain't no snitch. So he's not going to rat out his boy. And that basically, to me, after watching that...
yes, I seen that. Sorry, man. Yeah.
Yo, Skinny Pete, man, that guy actually legit looks good. Like, he's amazing. I'm not gonna lie, because I saw a video of him being interviewed, and I didn't even recognize him. So that just shows you how good and how into his character he really was as a fucking crackhead,
For
meth
sure.
head. But
He was great.
From that trailer,
I seen this trailer.
my prediction is it's a very obvious one. It's a very basic one. They're just gonna go on the run. He's gonna be on the run while they just look for his ass. They're just gonna be chasing Jesse Pinkman around.
Man,
there might be a few bodies he might catch, but
Man, I
Along
better
the
see
way?
some Saul up in that shit. Man, I want to see some Saul in that movie, I think.
so who? Saul?
Saul,
Oh,
yeah.
I thought you said Solid. I was like, Saul. Yeah, for sure. Saul is gonna pull up and with his big boy bodyguard dude, whatever his name was. I forgot his name. But the dude, that guy also lost weight too, by the way. But he still looked like he got a cone head. But for sure, I need to see Badger. I need to see Skinny Pete out here. I wonder if Walter White's family is gonna pull up. Yo, what if Walter Jr. just pulls up out of nowhere and then he ends up being like some fucking badass kid, or he ends up working along with Jesse Pinkman.
with Jesse?
You,
Yeah,
you,
man,
you
why
never
not?
know, man. It's always expect the unexpected. That's what I'm gonna go with. That's my bold prediction. Yo, Walter White Jr., aka Flynn, is gonna team up with Jesse, and
Man, I have another bold prediction.
they're gonna cook meth together. You know what I'm saying?
Man, I have another bold ass prediction. Walter White ain't dead. I think he is gonna die in his movie, but man, I feel like out of nowhere the motherfucker is just gonna pop
So
up.
they're really good at keeping it a secret. That
I think so,
That
bro.
he's out here hiding somewhere, but we're not gonna see him in any of the trailers. But we'll see him like maybe in the third quarter of the movie.
I think the dude gets up from the floor at the end of the last
Do you think we're gonna
episode,
see him the same way
and
we
he,
saw,
and he rolls up somewhere. I
like
don't
the
know.
Undertaker? Maybe he just gets
Definitely.
up. You know what would be
And then
crazy?
they choke slam somebody.
You know what would be amazing if he appears the same way Kevin Hart appeared in Hobbs and Shaw, like just
Yes,
so
just
unexpectedly.
randomly,
Yeah, I would love to see that random.
But
appearance.
just like fucking Hobbs and Shaw, they did a great job of actually hiding that both Ryan Reynolds and Kevin Hart are actually in the movie, right? So that was good, man.
yeah, we didn't know about Ryan Reynolds either. But anyways, man,
FYI, George, hold up, man. Man, I got to do like a U-turn a little bit here.
you and your U-turns, man. I don't know, man.
Bro,
You got some
honestly, man, I
history.
got to take a U-turn because you just said the word Conehead. And this is a good segue into the next topic that I really wanted to actually talk about, man.
What?
And that's straight up the racism from these people in Canada. Everyone's like George, every episode. Tell me the statement I say every episode where we're talking about race, man. What do I say about Canada?
Are you stupid or are you dumb? No. You have something else. Fuck, I gotta refresh my memory, man. Yo, we're a racist country.
Definitely. Just as racist as America, man.
Oh, big
But
one,
they
yeah.
do a better job of hiding it. So
yes, that is.
some like a Caucasian ass motherfucker, he pulls up to the head of the NDP. The head of the NDP's name.
VJ Singh's cousin.
This guy's a hater, man. This guy's a hater.
VJ Singh,
No,
shout out to the PGA Tour.
He is Jagmeet Singh. He's the head of the NDP. He's a promising candidate.
Oh, the dude with the head wrap.
Yeah, man, with the turban. Okay.
Wow.
So
That was
this
racist.
random like, white dude, like he pulls up to him when the guy is outside doing a speech and trying to encourage people to vote. He was at a rally, and after the rally, he's posting him outside, trying to talk to as many Canadians as he can. And this white motherfucker comes up to him and says, "Oh, you're wearing a turban. You're Islamic. You are following the Sharia law. You are trying to fool us and gain our trust to kill us. You're evil, blah, blah, blah." And this motherfucker's going off like for 2 straight minutes. And the guy, man, the Singh dude, he's so calm and cool. Bro, you could tell he's been through that ringer 100 times. And he tells the guy, "Look, I want to debate that. I want to talk to you about this." And the guy's just going off. "I'll debate you anytime. I'll debate you anytime." And then eventually it gets heated, and this older man is actually escorted away by
Security.
by staff, right?
Yeah.
And man, I can't believe it. First of all, how uneducated are you that you don't know the difference between a person who is Sikh and a person who is Islamic, okay, or who is Muslim? Just because a person actually is wearing a turban does not mean he is Islamic or from any kind of Arab culture whatsoever. In fact, there's no men in the religion that actually wear anything like that. Part 2 of that is it's simple identifying based on the beard. And this is why, George, I tell you, like a main reason I have this beard is as a social experiment, okay? Because I want to see how many motherfuckers will make some kind of Arab comment. Just like the other day at the grocery store on Friday.
Ooh, tell us.
So I'm in the lineup in the cash. I'm having a conversation with the cashier. Like, she's very nice. It's the same cashier I see every time I go to IG Extra. It's my favorite grocery store. And then this fucking like Caucasian kid again, he comes up and the guy starts bagging my shit, you know? And he's a fucking joker. You could tell this guy has a thumb up his ass. He just likes to say whatever he wants. Straight up young kid, doesn't give a fuck about the job. So he's having fun with it, okay? And then out of nowhere, the kid, and I didn't speak to him in Arabic. I didn't even say anything Arab. I was joking with him in my whitest English possible. He says, "Yalla Habibi," first of all.
Oh, the
Yeah, and I'm like, "Oh, wow.
extra phlegm.
Oh, you speak Arabic a little bit, eh?" And he's like, "Yeah, well, that's all I know pretty much, blah, 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 blah." And then I fucked him, and I mind fucked his ass, bro. I told him. I said, "Honestly, kid, you know what I'm going to tell you, man? The only reason that I have this beard on is to experiment on guys like you."
Bitch.
And then he's like, oh yeah, why is that? I said, well, because you automatically assume that I'm Arab, right? And then he said, well, yeah. I said, okay, well, how did you assume that? And he's like, well, because of the brown eyes and the beard. And I said, there you go. So that right there is definitely like a stereotype. You are also, in a sense, attempting to assume that just because a person has a beard, like I said about the Singh dude, that he's Arab, right? And another kind of like additive of that is just to mindfuck the kid. I said, no, actually, I'm not Arab. I'm a Phoenician. And the kid had no idea what the fuck that was.
Of course he doesn't. Yo, you give him a fucking
Hadouken!
Yeah. And hey,
bitch.
I know I'm Arab, but I also know that because I'm from Lebanon, I have Phoenician roots that I'm very proud of, right? Because they were a great civilization, and I'm very proud of that. Now, I told him that I wasn't Arab just to mindfuck him. And the guy was so fucking shocked, he didn't say anything else. And I had the last laugh. And I said, all right, guys, take care of yourselves. And I picked up my bags and I...
Dipset.
Definitely, bro.
Yeah, that's it. Shout out to IGA. Shout out to the friendly cashier lady. Fuck that white boy for being such a uneducated, uncultured swine ass motherfucker.
Prick.
Hey yo, white boy.
We coming for you, nigga.
The irony behind that though, right?
I
Because
know.
Booker T
I know.
was speaking to a white man and called him.
I know. So that just proves to you this is how Canada is, man. Canada is not too far away from the United States of America, not only in a geography but in their cultural beliefs, man, their ethnic beliefs. That's how they roll, man. And it's a shame that a guy who's the head of the NDP has to stand there and be shamed to get taped by some dude in his mid-50s who doesn't know his hand from his ass, trying to tell him he's a terrorist, he's evil, he's an evil, like, Muslim dude. Man, this guy wins a donkey of the day, man, straight up.
You know what though? He's in a position right now where he can't snap at anybody.
He can, and every time, and this is not the first time, man. The poor dude gets bombarded everywhere he goes. Part of me hopes he becomes prime minister just to mindfuck all these racist ass redneck motherfuckers. Straight
George, you know I'm a dude who snaps in a fucking instant, in a blink of an eye, okay?
up. Definitely.
But if you put me in Singh's position right now, the leader of the NDP, 99.9%
Don't say
chance.
shit. Don't say shit.
I'm not even going. I'm probably gonna look at him the same way with a smile on my face. Any dude that comes and looks at me and says, "Hey, you sand N-word," or "Hey, you're
Hey, you Arab terrorist.
you terrorist, you Muslim, you don't even know my fucking religion. You're just gonna go and throw all these assumptions at me." So you know what? Props to you, George, for actually handling that white prick situation very prominently. Like, you did a good job, man. Like, honestly, I'm proud of you, man. You know, I have to hit you with yo, big ups to George. Yo, big up for a big up. You bigged me up earlier about my whole
Yeah.
radio style shit. You know what I'm
Alley-oop,
saying?
alley-oop.
He threw me the Lob City on my ass.
And now this guy is returning the love to me.
And shout out to your brother too for giving me giving me the props too, man. And shout out to your brother for also being another loyal listener, because you know what?
Definitely.
I feel like the amount of loyal listeners is starting to increase on me, man. Like, it's crazy.
That's it, bro.
Because I'm not out here trying to make everybody listen to us, because I want it to just happen organically, which is why we're not buying no Instagram followers. Thanks to George as well for preventing me from doing that.
Yes, thank
from
God.
hitting the pay now button.
Thank the Lord.
Yo, I think with that, man, I think that's a wrap. Yo, quick. To your boy upstairs. Oh. Whose birthday was it a couple of weeks ago? You posted on Instagram. Your fucking dog.
The boy upstairs, Joey.
Yo, happy birthday to the homie Joey.
I love you, JJ. I love you.
Because
Man, the best dog in the world, man.
so
Straight up.
George, you know the way I feel about white people is the same way I feel about dog. No, I'm just playing with you. Yo, people, okay, we get it. I'm still woo.
Yeah, it's still going.
No, no, but I want to give a happy birthday shout out to Joey, because, you know, I know it's very sad. You already lost one of your homies before.
Yeah.
You know, R.I.P.
T-Bone.
And like, since because you've been a dog guy for so many years, I want to know, how does it feel actually having dogs in your house? Not only one, but like multiple dogs. Because one, I feel like, is already a mission to have like this kind of responsibility. You know what I mean? Like, how do you feel about it, man?
Man, dogs, there's one thing about them. No matter how much you neglect them or you get mad at them or you're angry with them
And you tell them to shut up.
or you just tell them stop or you're busy and you don't have the time for them, they love you, man. The number one thing about dogs is the amount of unconditional love, man, like the Tupac song, straight up. The dogs show the most unconditional love, man. For example, like a human, if I swear at you right now, man, you're gonna be like, man, this guy's an asshole, and you'll probably be cold for like an hour with me, right?
Yeah.
Dogs, you can do that, and they know that you're mad with them, man. They know that you're pissed, but at the end of the day, they still love you, man. They still come up to you, and they lick you, and they jump on you, and they hug you, they want to cuddle with you, and this is the most important thing with dogs, man.
Change. Shit.
Definitely, man. I ain't mad
I
at you.
guess
No,
change is good.
this
Man,
is
this is
your
what
dog
Joey
talking
is
to you.
saying. That's what
Let me
Joey.
tell you.
This is your
Y'all
dog
niggas get
Joey
up out
saying,
the hood.
"I'm mad at you." You
Shit,
can
I'm
cuss
with
him
you.
out all you want. Yo,
I
let
ain't
me
mad at you.
let me put this down real
Got
quick.
nothing but love
Because
for you.
anytime
Do you think, boy?
George will ever yell at his dog or tell him to be quiet and to hush because I come over and I gotta stay quiet and as soon as that door opens, bark, 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 bark. But like your dog is literally not mad at you. Like he hits you up with a Tupac line. I ain't mad at you.
I ain't
So
mad at you.
so shout out to Joey. Happy birthday. How old is he now? 4?
4 years old.
God damn, son. What is that in human years?
I'm
Like
checking. I was actually gonna check that right
15?
now. No, it's probably like 30 or 40 or some shit, man. It's pretty crazy. Let me see.
How you feel
this
about
shit.
this song, real quick? Since,
man, I love
since we're bumping dust music right now.
Bro, if Tupac had stayed on this tip, on this like emotional tip with like I Ain't Mad at Ya, Dear Mama, these are the Tupac songs I like, man. This is my Tupac right here.
Better than Still Ballin', California, Changes, California Love.
Man, I love all that, but all those are positive tracks too, I'm telling you, man. I ain't down with this angry shit.
Nah, I know. Penitentiary with the Hennessy. Those are the most stereotypical Tupac lines. But,
Damn, man. He's 32 years old, man. He's older than us, bro.
goddamn.
Joey, I love you, man.
So he's born in like 87 or some shit. Wow,
Poor
that's
Joey, man. I love you, bro.
32 years old.
Damn, that's quick things, man.
Nah, that's a decent age, man.
Quick
That's
things.
that's like the prime of your life, man, when you think about it. Or maybe somewhere in your mid-20s. You're probably already past his prime. I mean, LeBron at 32.
does.
LeBron at 32 was winning titles, right? Wade was winning titles at 32, so why can't Joey win chips? With the
He-
dip.
Man, he's been winning chips because this guy, man, I give him chips all the motherfucking time, man.
Okay, that's why we're not eating chips no more.
Yeah.
Ah. So, man, anything else, bro? Any final thoughts, man, before we sign off over here? Because, we're about to peak 1 hour. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's late night vibes over here. Scary hours down in the man cave. All right, man. I think we're just going to wrap this thing up like a BET commercial.
Yes, sir.
And with that said, man, thank you for everybody for tuning in. It's your boy, George, with my boy, Jichu. We out.
Dipset.